Have you ever heard a rumor so wild, so crazy, so insane, you think, there's no way that's true? Until you realize the silence says more than the story. What's the story? Okay, George Clooney, Harry Styles, Amal Clooney. And the phrase that pops into mind with this whole saga is what us native English speakers whisper when we hear about stuff like this. Yeah, it's gossip, it's scandal, it's skeletons in the closet. Now, you'll hear that phrase again and again and again because this story isn't going anywhere. George Clooney, Harry Styles, I would never have guessed that was even a possibility, but it's starting to make a little bit of sense. Skeleton in the closet. He's got something that he wants to hide. Usually it's something from your past that starts to echo through into the present. And I'm starting to wonder, is Harry Styles the only skeleton in George's closet? How many skeletons does George have in his closet? And sorry to go off track here, but I have to say it. Does this mean that George is coming out of the closet? So that's a rumor. I heard it on the grapevine. His team are keeping a lid on it. There seems to be a cover-up. No one saying anything, just silence, radio silence. Cover-up? What do they have to hide? But the silence, it seems like a very strategic silence. It's not passive. It's very, very active. It's like they know what they're doing. They kind of sweeping this under the rug. They're just sweeping it under the rug, hoping that everyone forgets about it. Or maybe they can bury the story, cover it up, or keep a lid on it. But I think that's too late. You know, the internet has already found the story, so they haven't really managed to keep a lid on it. But it seems that George has some skeletons in his closet. That's George. And on the other side, we have Amal Clooney. Not to be rude, but WTF is Amal up to? Now, I used to be a fan, big fan. She's a human rights lawyer, jetting around the world in perfect couture, amazing hair, high heels, a woman who really seemed to know her place in the world. She owned a room. Impressive, very, very impressive. But it seems to be a facade. The mask seems to be slipping. And maybe it's something to do with George and Harry Styles. Maybe it's something else. I have no idea. But there are a couple things going on. Amal Clooney and George Clooney created a foundation, something to do with the protection of journalists. Amazing, right? Good work, great work. Except that when it came to Palestine and journalists were being murdered left, right, and center, again, silence, radio silence. She just clams up, clams up. Clam up does not mean just being quiet. It's just totally shutting out the world. She just clams up. Her PR team clams up. But it gets worse. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. You're thinking, how can it possibly get worse? Okay, let me walk you through this one. So imagine this. You invited to dinner at the Clooney Villa on Lake Como. I've actually driven past there last summer. You can't see much from the road, but they're boat tours, and it's a pretty impressive place. I mean, Italy is beautiful, so they've got this beautiful villa. Now imagine you were invited to dinner at the George Clooney Villa. You go out, you buy an amazing outfit, you're really excited, and you think, I can't wait to tell my friends about this. And then you arrive at the villa, probably by boat or limousine. It's a magical, magical evening, right? And then you step into the villa and
So we've all heard of taking your shoes off in somebody else's house, but wait a second. Amal Clooney actually makes guests hand over their cell phones at her door. Amal Clooney, queen of privacy, now wants to host phone-free dinner parties. Yep, and she's not asking. She literally collects everyone's phone in a basket as they enter her home. Because she is so famous and so private that if anyone wants to snap a pic of George or sneak a story during dessert, she's gonna block that. Because nothing says friendship like a forced digital detox. But here's the kicker. Are they even your friends if they don't stay when their phones are gone? Seriously, how important are you when no one else's communication even counts, even comes close to yours? You're basically signing a phone surrender before you even get that Merlot. I mean, I get it. Kids, privacy, yada yada, but also, strict much? Feels less safe space, more cult retreat. Either this is an awesome boundary set, an over-the-top diva move, or not your friend if your phones don't belong.
You're greeted by probably someone like a publicist who says, phones go in the basket at the door. Why? Because once again, Amal Clooney is taking control of the narrative. Absolute privacy, complete lockdown. She's not saying, please put your phone on silence. She's saying, give me your phone. Is that privacy or is that bullying? And I'm curious, what would you do if you went to a party, you went to a friend's house, and they said, phone in the basket at the door? Now, this is not about wanting to create a lovely vibe for the evening, a phone-free zone. Let's just sit and chill and chat and not be distracted. No, this is hand over your phone to me. What exactly is the message here? I don't trust you. I think you might take some photos and hand them over to the paparazzi. Well, if that's the case, Amal, are those people even your friends? Just a thought, just a thought. And another question for you guys out there. Would you hand your phone over or would you say, bloody hell, no? No, I would turn around and walk out because it does feel like control. And the theme that's coming through is that Amal Clooney likes to control the narrative. She likes to control the image. And I'm wondering what kind of people need that amount of control? Is it people who have something to cover up, something to hide, something that they're sweeping under the rug? Are there skeletons in their closet? You be the judge. I'm just unpacking it here for you today. So, to wrap this up, here's what's swirling on the grapevine. It's just on the grapevine. George Clooney's name has been linked to Harry Styles. Huge age difference, by the way. Anyway, it leaked out. Not officially, not confirmed, but Amal's team clammed up, radio silence, no comment. It feels like a cover-up. Total silence. No denial, though. Just like a door closing quietly, or like them pulling up the drawbridge. That's where it gets really interesting for me, because when someone doesn't deny it, are they acknowledging it? What is going on? It's kind of strategy, this clamming up. I mean, that's what they did, right? Pulled up the drawbridge, pulled the shutters down, no comment, no answers. They just clammed up. You can almost feel the tension coming out of that beautiful villa, can't you? No comment, clam up. That phrase just seems to echo in your head. It seems to be their go-to move. It's like we don't want to lie, but we definitely don't want to tell the truth either. Or maybe their attitude is, we want our privacy, it's none of your business. Okay. And this clamming up, it's honestly not about going quiet. It's shutting out the world. And you know what? The Clooney team, they definitely clammed up faster than a Bugatti, faster than you could breathe. And cover up, it's what people say when they think the silence is too convenient. This feels like a cover up. This silence is not normal because it's not really a denial, it's just a delay. Things are leaking out slowly. So, is the cover up working? And I'm going to say that Amal Clooney plays her cards close to her chest. So she doesn't show her hand like kind of poker, right? So she really seems to be playing her cards close to her chest. Very, very close. And remember when I said they're keeping a lid on it? Yeah, that's not talking about keep the music down or keep the volume down or anything to do with cooking. No, keep a lid on it. That's about control, control of the message, control of the media, control of the movement of truth. Now, if you would like more scandal-based English, well, you know what to do. Comment closet in the comment section. Head on over to lingonest.com and I'll send you 5 idioms that billionaires use in boardrooms. Yeah, because you know what? You're not just learning English here, you're learning how the world talks. This isn't teaching, this is transformation. And hey, what if I told you? What if I told you that you just lived through 8, 8 high-level idioms and you didn't study a single one? You felt them, you recognized them, and you'll notice them. Oh, yes, you will. The next time they show up in the real world, you'll notice them. And that's fluency. That's global language power. Just toss the textbook aside. Join us in the real world. Because in this video, you saw what clam up means. And you heard what leak out feels like, right? The news leaked out. You also understood cover up, sweep it under the rug. And oh, my favorite. What's your favorite, by the way? Skeletons in the closet. And now when someone says keep a lid on it, you know it's not just a whisper, lower the volume. No, no, no. It's a strategy. So I'm not going to teach you from a textbook. I'm going to help you decode life because life is where real English lives. Don't forget to head on over to our website and grab that free downloadable PDF, your cheat sheet, so that you know the top 5 phrases and idioms that billionaires use. Join the club. Thanks for joining me. I'm Nas. It's ciao for now.